You ready? Let's go!
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now live in the BankPlus Studio, where college football meets your lifestyle.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is the Out of Bounds Show with Bo Bounds, streaming around the world live at the Out of Bounds radio app and on your radio at ESPN 105.9.
where are you?
The Zone.
Good morning. Welcome in. The Out of Bounds Show is brought to you by Southern Ag Credit, financing life outside the city limits. You can find them in Ridgeland, from livestock to agribusiness and land loans. Financing life outside the city limits. SouthernAgCredit.com, Southern Ag Credit in Ridgeland, Mississippi. They have the experience and expertise to make your dream of owning land a reality. Powered by Southern Ag Credit. We want to welcome in Roll Tide, Ryan Fowler, 109 The Game, Tuscaloosa. He's feeling it. They are in a different state of mind after what has happened the last couple of weeks post the Texas loss. And now they're feeling college football playoff and national championship. He joins us on the Farm Bureau Insurance guest line. Do you believe that Alabama should be ranked the number one team in the country?
No, but we're on our way. We're on our way. When you look at Alabama, they've been able. And first off, I want to start, and I know this is probably a soft topic, but I want to thank the Ole Miss fans.
Oh, okay.
Because without them, it would not be possible. That second half, we found some confidence. You know, you go against Pete Golding, but really it all starts there. When Nick Saban pulled that trick on Lane Kiffin and said, "No, I want him to stay." No, you keep him. You keep him. No, you keep him. You go to Oxford, Mississippi, and now Kevin Steele is a real defensive coordinator. And that's the way an Alabama defense is supposed to play. I mean, the standard has been here for 16 years. It kind of went absent multiple games. And I remember, Pete Golding broke records over here that had been around since 1907 when you talk about the most points scored in an SEC game. So, old Pete is good if you love the over in the gambling side of things. If you want your team. Yeah, that's just so. But Kevin Steele's got everything going. Look at that defense. That offense may not be a championship caliber offense, but that defense, though, that's a championship caliber defense.
Well, okay. The second half against A&M, both sides of the ball played great football. Were you shocked, surprised? Jalen...
A little bit.
All right, I know you're good on defense. What surprised me was Milroe had 6 completions of 20-plus yards. The way he threw the ball, I was not expecting that. Were you?
No, nobody was. I think the biggest Jalen Milroe fan in the entire country was not expecting that. And how do I know? Because we do a prediction contest over here, and we have people call in. And we also, the tiebreaker this past week was Jalen Milroe passing yards against Texas A&M. The highest, now we're talking about the highest, was like 250. Most of the numbers were in the 150 to 180 range. So he went over and doubled that. That passing attack, was clicking. But I try to tell people to pump the brakes on the offense because now they know what you want to do, and they're going to take that away from you. It's can you adjust? Can Jalen Milroe adjust? Running the football early, then the defensive coordinators adjusted. But to answer your first question, no, I don't think anybody thought. Listen, if you'd have surveyed his parents, I'm not sure they would have said 333 yards.
I'm with you. Yeah. It's impressive, man. Yeah, that was a physical ball game. You took A&M's best shot in the first half, and then you come out at halftime, and I didn't think you had it, but Saban and Reese and Kevin Steele pressed all the right buttons. So you got Arkansas this week, you'll win. I'm not sure Tennessee's a threat because they can't throw the football. Do you see Tennessee at home as a threat?
No, that's a revenge game.
I don't either.
That's a payback. Yeah, that's a payback game. That's an easy. That's a W. And then bye week, we should be able to win that. Even though Auburn struggled with Bye University this past week, we shouldn't have any trouble with those guys. Then you got LSU.
Okay.
LSU.
They can't stop a nosebleed, but they're good on offense.
Yeah, so should have career days on the offensive side of the football. Then you got to go to Kentucky. I could see some challenges there. Where will Kentucky be then compared to where they are now?
Right.
I think that's the question.
Right.
Because Kentucky normally.
Well, they got their manhood taken from them last weekend by Georgia.
They did. Woo! Everybody kind of lifted them up and they kind of chopped them down. Then you got Chattanooga. Then you got to go to view Hugh Hefner Freeze over in Voodoo Stadium, Lee County, Alabama. So
Hugh Hefner Freeze in Voodoo Stadium. That is so good. That's so funny. They could actually beat you just because he's a
no, sure. I mean, the place is crazy.
I don't claim that they're not going to be the favorite, but they could beat you. But man, you could make this run, and you got Tennessee and LSU at home.
Sure, and listen, as many times as you and I have talked over the off season, I pointed to that game, Texas A&M, and I said, if you find a way to get through that game, you feel like that it's on cruise control because anything can happen with this offense because they could not show up against Arkansas. I don't think that's going to happen. But if you got through Texas A&M and you're sitting here with one loss, you make it to Atlanta, you win there, you're in, right? Even as college football's jumbled up, they're not going to jump over a one-loss SEC team, right?
No.
An SEC champ, yeah. So Alabama kind of controls their own. And listen, and as many times as I've criticized Alabama, if Nick Saban gets this team to 9-10 wins, which he's on pace to do, if he wins the SEC championship with this team, it will be by far his best coaching job.
I think I agree with that. I do.
So do you think you think anybody can stop them in preventing them from getting into Atlanta in the way that you see it?
You got Ole Miss and A&M out there. And I guess LSU's not going to be, they're not going to Atlanta, but they could be a factor in who does or doesn't go. I just like your defense, man. I do. And there's not a lot of good defenses. I mean, Georgia is good. You're good. A&M's good. Kentucky's good, although they were thrashed last week. So I need to maybe see what Kentucky's going to do the next few weeks as far as if they were really that good. I'm impressed, man. Y'all started slow. You got hit in the mouth by Texas. Got hit in the mouth by A&M in the first half. You do what you got to do. So, and you don't leave Tuscaloosa until November 11th now. Roll Tide, Ryan Fowler.
Yeah. Well, and we do have this breakfast game at 11 a.m. By the way, can somebody tell the SEC office we're not an 11 o'clock team?
Can I tell you something? The league loves 11 a.m. now. The numbers are showing that people love that. People at home, Ron, we've got to rewire our brain. People love the 11 a.m. It's going to continue to draw ratings. You're going to continue to see big games. Bama, Arkansas is not a big game, but you're going to continue to see other big games played at 11 a.m.
Man, I hate it.
I love them. Because I love coming home or going back, leaving the stadium at 2:30 and getting to watch football other games the rest of the night and cooking the steak.
I love South Vegas, but that 8 o'clock kind of took away from
that was terrible. But hey, I love you, and thanks for coming on the show. Be good, okay?
Roll Tide. We're championship bound. See you guys in Atlanta.
Okay, buddy. Roll Tide, Ryan Fowler, 109 The Game, T-Town. He joined us on the Farm Bureau Insurance Guest Line. Straight ahead, the BankPlus Mississippi High School Player of the Week. Presented by BankPlus. It's more than a name. It's a promise.